Hey everybody. Okay, this can be a little weird for me because I'm so used to having you guys all here, and now it's like, I don't know, feels like I'm talking to myself. But anyway, miss you all, and I really hope everybody is doing well. I'm gonna try and hurry through this video because I want to get these out to you. So as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna start packing up and delivering. So anyway, here we go. So here's the first card, Miss You. Hopefully there's a few people you can probably send that to, I'm sure. So here is the pieces for this. Now I have to say this was probably one of the more labor intensive ones just because there's no pieces. I'm really going to have to rethink this for next month if we have to do this again, which kind of looks like we will. Also, I'm going to do this in one long shot because one, I really don't have time to edit, and two, sorry, losing my train of thought here because I'm trying to multitask. Oh, I can send it to you all in one video, and this way you can, you can stop and start however you want. And please, I will not be offended if you just turn the volume completely off and just watch it. Anyway, I will tell you that this is script. There is a right and wrong way, so you want to make sure you're doing it face up. And then the stitches you can feel. I just want to make sure I'm putting it, okay, I just want to make sure I have enough room. And you will not see the adhesive because we're covering it with the flour, so don't worry about that. Just put that right there on top. Actually, you can even go down a little bit too if you want. So, right about there. I think that should work. Flip it over, snip off the back. Okay, so that's the main part. And I do like to use the liquid adhesive on this because sometimes with the texture, I just think it grabs better. This one's not so much. This is pretty subtle, but some of the deeper textures, the liquid glue works best, I think. And also, you get a little wiggle room for your borders. Make sure they're straight. Okay, so the flower. I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to keep that in shot so you can kind of see what we're working on. All right, these ones we are going to just fold just a little bit. Just a little bend with your bone folder. Not too bad. Just be gentle because you don't want to actually rip them off. That wouldn't look good. And again, liquid glue gives you some time. And you can sort of twist and turn a little bit. And then it actually grips really well when it's dry. So I don't worry too much about anything coming off once I've put liquid glue on it. That's kind of a lot, actually. So I'm going to dip this in it, get some off, and put it on this part. You know, I've hesitated to use this magnolia dye in class, but now that I've tried it, it's really pretty. I think probably because there's so many pieces, you know, it takes a little bit at the big shot, especially if we're going to put leaves on it, which we are. Move it like that. Move it like that. And then for these, glue dots. There's something on this leaf. There we go. have to say I have had a lot of help with this one. I truly underestimated the time it was going to take to cut all of these pieces for each card times, I believe we did 24 kits. So, and that's not even like, you know, our full 30 people for class. So yeah, this, I don't know, I have to rethink this a little bit for next month, but probably going to see some cards with maybe fewer pieces. I'm not sure. But I do hope you like them because I think they came out super cute. Which, you know, is always the goal. Okay. And my sweet co-workers that kind of got voluntold that they were helping out doing a lot of this stuff. I have to say, one of the things is all these sentiments, these wound up being a hard thing because, you know, one card at a time, no big deal. But all these cards, running these words and poking them out from the big shot takes a lot of time. So my big thanks to my co-workers. Anyway, I'm putting a little extra glue on here because I noticed the adhesive was only at the top and I don't want this to come off. So put a little extra glue. And then you, okay, here we go. You know, honestly, I think the backing came off on this because it feels a little sticky. But just to make sure it stays, I'll just go ahead and use some glue. Just to be safe. Oh, all right, so might have been a good idea to put the U down first just to see where it was landing. Then I could, it worked, we're good. Oh, one last thing, you'll have a little bag of jewels in your kit. I just didn't want them getting, especially the pearls, they come off really easily. Well, a couple of them do, off the backing. Don't lose that. So, a little goodie bag. Grab your adhesive, make sure that comes off with it. And there you go, a little sparkle. Always gotta have a little bit of something. All right, we'll see there. Not too bad. There you go. Okay, on to our next one. How about we do the bags next? Also, this is actually the first one I designed, and I have to say, well, it's actually a, I saw a version of this online, probably Pinterest, because I love Pinterest. And again, kind of really wasn't thinking about how many pieces it was going to take, and how many cuts, and how many runs to the big shot, and all of that good stuff. So definitely going to be more of a consideration next time around. And again, this is, I like the liquid glue when there's texture because it just, I'm sure it's going to grab better. There we go. Okay, I gotta see where my borders are. Black on black isn't helpful. Make sure it's centered. Whoops. Pretty good. Oh, lost my screen there. to good. And then I can just use snail to get this down. Okey-doke. So I'm going to set that aside for a sec. We're going to work on our little backs. So these on, thank you Caleb for cutting all these out. So nice. I will tell you, I think I'm most comfortable with our fast fuse that we used to have as far as what's going to hold. But, you know, snail will work too. So I just want these. What I kind of did was sort of offset them a little bit. Do I have enough adhesive here? A little bit. Kind of like that. So you can see that there's two different handles. And I'll show you the other thing I did was I stuck, and this is actually good to snip some bigger pieces from your edges. This will also help hold it because I can sandwich it like this. There we go. That should hold pretty good. And then on the front, just randomly picked one up. This also has adhesive. I have to tell you, I really need to find out where to buy more of these adhesive sheets because they're pretty awesome. I hope Stampin' Up! Brings them back in the new catalog because that would be the easiest thing. Then I don't have to search for it. More Bejeweled goodies. If I can get them out. Those are the ones. Keep wanting to lose that dot. Okay. So if you have a take your pick tool, these are awesome for getting these up and putting them right where they need to be. Oh, bag one done. So cute. Okay. Bag number 2. So I don't know about y'all, but this whole quarantine thing, not really, I can't complain. Like, you know what? My family's healthy. So there's that. Kids not excited really about not going back to school. Gracie especially not thrilled. But when you compare it to the fact that they do not have to repeat these grades, especially Caleb, my senior, you know what? Not a big deal. You just do your work at home in your jammies. Who cares, right? Okay. There's that. And this will get, we'll do a couple dimensionals on. Well, I don't even know if it needs a couple, really. There we go. Unfortunately, my Caleb is not going to be able to graduate. Well, he'll graduate. He won't have a graduation ceremony. If he does, it'll be sometime in the summer, they're thinking. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But, you know, I really don't think he cares that much. It'll be more for us. So he may or may not, depending on what he's doing at the time when they finally get everything back up and running. You may just have to skip it and move on. High school's done. Check it off his list. So we'll see. And that's fine. I mean, Caleb it's really not his thing anyway. He hates being the center of attention. He would much rather just go on about his business. Oops. So, no big deal. And honestly, not even my first kid who has graduated without a graduation ceremony from high school, because Noah, when he graduated early in December. By the time his friends were all graduating, he was in boot camp. So his graduation was the Marine Corps graduation, and that was amazing. Oh, I just took those off. I probably shouldn't have. Wasn't thinking. No big. I can do this. All right, so this one, a little bit out of order. I don't want it to get stuck. I know what I'll do. I'll lay it on here. Oh, there's always a way. Okay, so let's put adhesive down. Put that there. And by the way, I know this also has this amazing take your pick tool. Really don't even need the other one because I got this. Oh, the only thing is, gotta find an edge. There we go. How cute is this? Module. Oh, it feels weird. The music turned off that was playing on my Echo Dot behind me, and it just seems weird because now I can just hear myself, which is also weird because I'm sitting here in my basement talking to myself. Well, talking to you, but to everyone else, it looks like I'm talking to myself. But I always have music on, so I'm gonna have to. I don't know if you guys can even hear it, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe. What do I feel like? Maybe some 80s. I haven't done 80s in a while. I'm doing this one off a little bit because I noticed when I did this one, I centered this, and then these kind of wound up a little off. So I'm gonna go a little over on this one and see how it goes. But I'll lay it down gently so that I can still move it if I need to. So let's see, about like that. Oh, what did I say? 80s. Echo, play 80s music. There we go. Always gotta have your tunes while you're crafting. So I kind of wanted these to look random without actually being super random, because I want to close that gap in there, and I don't really want, oh, I know, I don't really want to hide the flowers because they're beautiful. I don't know, that's cute. I like that. There we go. What a great little birthday card. What do you think? Or it could be anything, any sort of, maybe a graduation, I don't know. Just something. And then of course you can always put a gift card in it. Would be perfect for a little shopping spree. Okay, there we go. The next card. That's number 2. Got a few more to go. All right, let's do Aloha next. This I thought was cute because obviously Aloha means hello. Well, actually, it's just, I think Aloha could mean a lot of things. But you know, a little touch of the tropics always welcome, I think. Especially Hawaii. Love Hawaii. Okay. So this is really just a lot of layering, so we can just go ahead and start getting this down right now. This is probably going to go really quick. All right. Make sure my little has there. Oh, this basket weave. I love this basket weave. We have a different basket weave that reminds me of like an Easter basket kind of thing. But I don't know, somehow I haven't figured out. It just hasn't come up for me to use. Maybe I'll have to make a point of that, especially with Easter next week. Oh, and if you're doing your cards, then you probably, well, if you're doing your cards, then you did get your kit. So did you see how cute is this with the little circle bunnies? By the way, this is the 2 leaves of the large daisy. Go figure. Not my idea. I saw somebody had done it again on Pinterest. Who doesn't love Pinterest? What's not to love? Actually, I know what's not to love. You can lose a lot of time on Pinterest because once I'm on there, I can just poke around and poke around. Not even just for cards, but organizing tips, financing tips, health tips. It's, yeah, I'm actually getting a little embarrassed thinking about how much time I've spent on Pinterest. Usually, while my family is watching something that I don't particularly care for, so I just come and browse. All right, so I think we can fit these mini dimensionals. Yep, they all fit just about right. We can put some in the corners. Oops. I hope everybody has some dimensionals. I don't know. If I remember, maybe I'll even try and throw a quarter pack in a bag or something in your bag. But they're already, I don't know, we'll see. I'm hoping everybody has dimensionals because this is probably, I don't really use too many in this pack that I can think of. This is probably overkill in the dimensionals, but you know what? That's okay. So, how funny was that lady with her quarantine mood swings? I thought she was hilarious. Personally, I'm not dating about it. Like, seriously, this is no big deal for me. It's actually having my family at home is more disrupting than anything. And not even just my family, but even my friend Ann, who rents the room in the basement here. She's working from home. So I'm kind of sharing a workspace. Well, she does transcription for the police department, for detectives and stuff, for, I forgot what kind of crimes. But anyway, so yeah, important work, right? And I don't want to disturb her. So I try and give her her time, which means I have less time down here, which means I'm in my office trying to do some of my stuff, and that's office upstairs. And I'd much rather do it down here where I have all my stuff handy. So, I don't know. My system's kind of wonky right now. I'm, to be honest, not even sure I really have a system. I'm trying to figure that out still. But, you know what? It's all good, because this is my happy place, and does that look great? Like, you know, we're better to be stuck than in your happy place. And we have food, and we have toilet paper, which is so important. So I can't complain. All right, look, check it out. Even put some tear tape on the back of this to make it easier. Well, I say easier and then I can't get it off. If you can peel it off, it'll be easier to stick down. Because I thought, you know what, the glue probably not going to work if you just have snail. That's going to be not too secure. And if you can just get the stinking backing off, you'll be all good. Okay, wait. Oh, I think, no. Seriously? Maybe if I poke it. Well, that doesn't seem to work either. Alright, so this would be a good time to fast forward to however long it takes me to get this off. Oh, got it. Hallelujah. Alright, so this, well, that I've sort of made it all weird, is just going down here. There you go. And excellent. Let's pull it right off. So how cool is that? Oh, sweet. All right, there we go. Card number 3, done. So pretty. All right, next, let's do this one. This, you know, I always try and put something that's kind of masculine. Apologize, the pearls aren't, you know, they don't scream masculine, but I really thought that we needed dots for our birthday and wishes, and at least they're not sparkles. I think it works. So yeah, there's a couple flowers. Could really go either way, but the color's significantly masculine, so that's my nod to the boys. And if you notice, a lot of these, well, I don't know about a lot, but a few of these, the sentiments are practically interchangeable because they're in white and they, yeah, so they can just go on different cards. Let's see. Okay, so we'll set that aside. So you see I cut it out of here. No big deal because this is going to cover all of that. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, well, it was supposed to cover all of that. Unfortunately, it looks like I cut at least this one, hopefully not too many of them, the same exact size. I will try and fix that before they go out. However, I will show you what I do in this case without even bringing out my trimmer. So, find the border. If you have them, you're going to grab big scissors. And cut off that. Then, I do the same thing on the other side. And just go on the other side and check that your borders are even. And remember, it's going to be half that. So, you want to go double whatever you want to see on your border. Okay. See, I have a feeling there might be a hiccup or two, and I apologize for that. But, once again, there was a lot going on. So, for this, I'm going to cut off just the end of it over here. So, I want to make sure it hangs off just a little bit. This does not have adhesive on it, so we're just going to use some liquid glue. You want to keep it kind of thin because if it squeezes out, it leaves like a little shiny part. And, you know, not the end of the world, but I try to avoid it when I can. Alright, it's okay if it goes a little high because I kind of like the flowers coming off the border a little bit. There's some glue right there. Sort of overlapping those edges. I don't know, just sort of brings it to life in a way. So now I have to remind myself to try and trim those real quick. Not an easy task because everything's already packed up, but just try and do it anyway. Okay, so then our chair's going to come off over here. I think that'll be the next thing to get down. And luckily there's enough white spots on here to where it's not too difficult. I will say I did just like this middle part here because I kind of like how the chair, I don't know, sort of gives a little shadow, a little 3D, almost like a dimensional, but didn't even need it. Oh, see, there's a squishy part. All right, not too bad. All right, so let's see, we're gonna do, that one actually got moved. That was me. I don't think I put that there. Let's back up where I originally had it. So I'm going to stick that off to the edge, and yeah, that'll work. Make sure I stick that one down well. Apparently I didn't do that well the last time. Oop. Let's get this a little over, just so they're a little bit off from each other. I don't want them in a row. There we go. That looks pretty good.